enjoys fencing and indoor soccer. His dream careers include neurosurgery, rocket scientist, and supermodel, just like Derek Zoolander, his childhood role model. Mr. AP Advanced Physics, Mitch Hollander. Our next contestant this evening, Mr. AP Chemistry, K. Diddy. His escort is Rachel Hartman. And here comes when not harvesting Christmas trees and growing a spectacular beard, he spends his time training to become a professional Jenga player. He has also become a master at performing Kesha songs on his harp and wants to be the next spokesperson for the National Charity for Men Without Facial Hair. Mr. A.P. Lang, Mitch Finnegan.
Next up, representing AP Lit, Mr. Jeff Klein.
Escorted by Mrs. Mitchell, executive librarian. When not doing hood rat stuff with his friends and charming members of the West County YMCA at the front desk, he practices his technique of properly drying one's hair when exiting the shower. His future goals include becoming an English professor at an Ivy League school like Harvard or Yale. Mr. A.P. Lit, Jeff Klein.
Mr. A.P. Gov, Kevin O'Mara.
Escorted by Emily Jones. Most people might be surprised to hear that Kevin's aspirations include becoming the president of Kyrgyzstan, meeting Honest Egg, and singing a duet with the famous Chewbacca. It isn't, of course, surprising that he invented Mike and Ike's. Kevin O'Mara, Mr. A.P. Gov.
Escorted by Janelle Walker, here comes Brian Reamer, Mr. A.P.
Jack of all trades, this young man spends his early days running across the country, biking and playing tennis. Today he spends time after school at the bowling alley. Why bowling, you ask? He says because you can be totally unathletic and still win something. Although he used to fancy running on sandy beaches, today he says all he does is think about and dream about bowling. Mr. Bowling, Cameron.
Now, singing his way into the stage,
Mr. Chamber Choir, Brendan, Not Sexy Sinks.
Escorted by Taylor Wood and Samantha Wilberson. When he isn't yelling at people in foreign languages, he's part of Chamber Choir. Participating in Thai Tuesdays or showing his school spirit during Trivia Thursdays. He spends his spare time scavenging under the couch cushions to find loose change. And if he could help any charity, he claims he would like to represent the charity of the mute because no one else can do it. Mr. Chamber Choir, Brendan C.
Mr. Basketball, Chris, then escorted by Gavin Schwartz. When he's not rescuing pets from trees or building animals, Chris Lennon is shooting hoops and knocking out homers with Marquette's basketball and baseball teams. He currently doesn't have a job, however, he works for the love of his country. He thinks leathers, tech, girls and basketball are wonderful. He likes trees because they provide shade when he's on the romantic side. Chris Lennon, Mr. Girls Basketball.
All right, Mr. ITS, Patrick, escorted by Ricky Mazzoni. A man of very few words, Patrick Bevins spends his free time participating in Marquette Theater Company, International Thespian Society, Center Stage, Show Choir, and the Diversity Alliance. As he wants to bring them together, he's doing so again this evening. Put your hands up for Patrick.
Something near and dear to my heart, Mr. Multicultural Literature, Jeff Orr. A fan of diversity, this young man spends his afternoons delving into the cultures and histories of the Near East. On Saturday nights, he spends his time reflecting at the Kebab Palace, and on Sunday mornings, P.F. Chambers. When I asked him why he works at the Country Club, he said he thought he would learn about other nationalities. Fortunately, he found his sanctuary in multicultural literature. Jeff Orr.
Sides. To see the complete step-by-step tutorial of this amazing feat, check out his YouTube channel and Twitter account. Spicy Drummer 74. Also, he would like everyone to know that he's petitioning the Missouri Senate to allow bongo drumming as a new form of Morse code. Mr. MTC, Hans Ferris.
Mr. Mystique, Caleb Bobo, escorted by the varsity Mystique teams and juniors. Along with being the leader of Marquette's Thing, Caleb is also an intern for Marquette's own Dave Olivo. He dreams of being president or a swimsuit model. He would also like to become a part of UMGF society. And I don't write this, I just read this. That means Unhappy Mizzou Graduate Foundation, where Mizzou's grads can get help coping with the fact that they have wasted 4 years of their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Caleb Bobo.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Brennan has a Pikachu. Yeah, Jiggly would make more sense. Justin Bieber. The cardboard. Just like a stereotype of George Washington.
Our first contestant is Mr. AP Advanced Physics, Mr. Mitch Hollander.
Actually, that's Phil Schmidt. I've been teaching physics here for about 10, 15, 80 years. I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to teach you AP Advanced Physics in 60 seconds. This is a math beyond what we're doing. Pretty simple stuff, not rocket science. That was last quarter. Alright, so you see a string here vibrating, and it looks like it's not even moving, but when we slow it down, you see that it's actually moving back and forth, very rapidly. And then when we slow it down even more, you can see the ghosts of Albert Einstein and Sir Isaac Newton are actually responsible for all physics, thus their breakthroughs. When we slow it down more,
Mr. AP Advanced Physics, Mitch Hollander. You'll notice that the gentlemen work effectively as a team this evening. These are skills that they've learned while here at Marquette High School. Our next contestant in the infomercial portion of our program is Mr. AP Chemistry, K. Diddy.
Hey, K. Diddy, let me make some noise! Alright, I want you to clap your hands together like this. Ready to go like a fresh out the box, all gains, no losses, sort of like redox. I bring one and one together like a synthesis function. Haters for my rhymes will suffer in combustion. I bring heat to the stage like a burner. All the ladies in the house are getting warmer, so let's go. Well, you know that 17 years old and has lab experience and a hot fresh flow, you know. I've been rhyming since before Kardashians know. King of the lab and the king at my show, so I got to go. But before I must depart, a shout out to Bolton, the master of this art. I'll never forget the lessons of what he's taught me, but what I'm really trying to say is, babe, we've got chemistry.
Mr.